This person writes, the great debate. What do you think? Do you hustle on online dating to find your partner, or do you wait for someone to come to you and let it happen more naturally? Okay, well, yeah, I mean, some people get caught up in the trap of taking too much action or taking action, basically being busy work instead of work that actually achieves something. And so there is that aspect to online dating, because oftentimes it just your matches don't work out or they don't convert to date. So it is a lower percentage wise of really conversion rate compared to something like meeting somebody in person. Now, that being said, on the other side, what you're saying here, which is waiting for someone to come to you, that really suggests you're not taking any action. And that's not a good way to go either, because it's like if you're just sitting on the sidelines waiting for like a woman to come to you and make the move and ask you out, that's not going to happen. Because women will get in your proximity, they'll make it easy for you to initiate, but they're not most of the times going to like basically confront you, come up to you and say, hey, I'm into you, why don't we go out? They're not going to say that in the majority of the cases. So it's like you have to take that initiative and take action in order to ask a woman out, get that courage, get that confidence. And sometimes the best way to do that is, well, one, get a habit of just talking to somebody, at least one person every single day, and just get comfortable with breaking the ice with somebody. Once you do that and talk about something just innocuous, something random, like I was on a flight, and just breaking the ice. So it's like observing something that that person's interested in, whether it's like a guitar. This guy had a guitar case. I asked him what guitar it was. This woman, I asked her, where are you headed? Easy stuff like that. And it's just icebreakers. You don't have to have some like crazy pickup line or something that's like quote unquote the perfect thing to say. It's not about that. It's just about having a normal conversation and then reading the other person's attraction to you. And once you read it and it's there, then it's like make a move. But I wouldn't go against online dating, because there is a success rate. And then so it's like really if you can refine your game and not basically eliminate a lot of mistakes most guys make in their approach in convincing women to go on dates with them or trying too hard to get them to like them. It's just like eliminating a lot of those mistakes will lead to much better results, whether it's online dating, whether it's in person. It's just like there's no way around learning those skills on what builds her attraction in you. So I'll read this post. Some people prefer to use online dating till they stumble across the right person. Some hustle and go on many dates till they find someone they feel like they vibe well with. Well, what's this guy's mode or method? It's like he's labeling what the options are, but is he taking any action himself? Others prefer to kind of let people come to them in day-to-day life, let the opportunity happen more naturally. I think that's a bullshit word, more naturally. Because if you're just sitting back and not taking action, that's not going to be natural. Could happen at work, at a grocery store. I'm not sure if this is a patience versus impatience debate. No, I would say, well, the action, not taking action part, that's a fear versus not being afraid debate. But I'd like to know other people's thoughts. What do you think is the right way to go? There is no right way to go. Personally, I've used online dating more in the last 2 years due to COVID, but I've grown tired of it and miss the traditional meeting in person. You're going to get much better success rate doing that. And so that's typically the advised way, or at least the way, not the right or wrong way, but the way that usually gets the best results is having that confidence to approach somebody in person. Oftentimes what you'll find is their interest level will be higher compared to online dating if you meet them in person, have the balls, have the courage to ask them out in person, or at least get their number. Because there's just like that connection. The other person's like a real person. It's like you've met them, you've already met them, compared to just somebody that you see their picture online. My city is still in lockdown. I'm thinking I should just step away from it for a while, meaning online dating, and let things just run their course and happen naturally. So what's happening right now, and why is he writing this post? Well, potentially one reason is because he's failing at online dating, and he's like, well, this isn't working for me. I'm failing over and over again. And he's maybe getting into the approach or the mindset that, hey, this isn't going to work out for me, or he's starting to want to quit on this. And when he quits on something, he tries to justify his next move or justify his actions, just natural human tendency. But oftentimes what you'll find is people who quit on things try to convince other people that they should quit on things too. So just be very careful on people like this. I'm also very comfortable now with being on my own, something I didn't really achieve till this age. Cool. And I think that also plays a role in how people choose to date. I don't know specifically what you mean by that. And he says thoughts. Yeah. Okay. So just because you're in like the zone where it's not working for you, yes, change your approach, but don't give up and don't just be passive and don't sit back, because it's like the reality is women aren't going to approach you for the vast majority of the time. And if you're just sitting on the sidelines, you're going to miss so many opportunities. And if you don't get out there, then it's like you're completely determining your success on the environment. It's like you're not taking any control of your situation, of your environment. You're not going out there. You're not taking action. And if you're in this passive, like, oh, she needs to make the move thing, it's going to be less attractive for her towards you, because you're in this passive, submissive role instead of a masculine, go for what you want role, know what you want specifically, and go straight for that outcome. You know, if you don't have an outcome and you're not taking action towards it, you're not going to be conveyed as masculine, and that's going to drop her attraction. So in conclusion, I wouldn't say there's a best method. Some have it, each has its own benefits and drawbacks. I would say if you can, but yeah, it's all still the same really operating system. So it's like if you can learn the skills on how to really just, if you're a man and trying to set dates and get women's number, it's like just eliminate all like the fluff. And it's just like read her attraction. If it's there and you're attracted to her, ask her out or ask her for her number. Wait a few days. And then, if you have her number at that point, you call her. If her attraction is still there, then you set a definite date. You lock it in. You have a plan. She joins you on your plan. And that's it. And then you show up and you have fun. Then you wait a few more days and you call her up and you set another date. So fundamentals in the description below. Then you can also get the other ones through the ClickFunnels there. And that's all in the description. Links right there for you to get.